Now from Progressive Field here in Cleveland, MLB The Show has Thursday Night Baseball. Tonight, the first of this four-game weekend set between the New York Yankees and the Cleveland Indians. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Danny Salazar gets the starting assignment for the Tribe in this one. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, he's putting together an outstanding season on the mound. I mean, anytime you have an ERA in the low threes, you've had a solid year. He's taking care of his own business. He's pitching deep in games and giving his team a chance to win every time he goes out. And I think the same will be today. He's going to give them an opportunity to win this game because he'll pitch well.
Standing in, the leadoff man, Jacoby Ellsbury. So we are ready for baseball. First pitch of the ball game misses here, and that's how we begin this four-game weekend set. Harold, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in riding a five-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Look out. They're starting to put it together. When you get to this territory and you start moving into a week of solid baseball, that's a club starting to come together, and I'm looking at one right now.
Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, Jacoby Ellsbury is really fueling that offense right now. He had a 4-hit game his last game, and I love the fact that he's covering everything. Anything you throw up there, he's right on it.
Here's Starlin Castro. Lifetime against Danny Salazar. 1 for 5. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Well, Matt, Rusty Valentine. Don't you love that name, by the way? Hey, look, he likes to call tall zone. He's going to go up high, and he's going to call on the knees. On the corners, he's a little tighter. But if you go up and down, you're going to get a call from Rusty.
One out, nobody on. And another foul ball.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone, see if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time, see if he chases it again.
On the ground up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
That is a great 2-strike approach. Spread his legs out, kept the hands back, and just punched the ball through for a ground ball base hit.
Sanchez.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you can get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it into the dirt and turn one over for you.
Here's the 0-2. The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. And he'll make it to second here as he's moved into scoring position now after the passed ball. Here's big Aaron Judge. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He's up with it. The throw. He is out. One left for the Yankees. Yankees nothing. Indians coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show. CC Sabathia is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. What do we need to know here, HR?
Matt, last outing, he couldn't get out of the fourth inning. He just wasn't able to do it. So if you're wondering, talking with the coaching staff over there and the pitching coach in particular, they just want him to give him some length in the game. If he can get to the fifth or sixth inning, they feel like he might have a shot to have a good outing.
Standing in, Francisco Lindor. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, Harold, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Well, this is game 1 of the road trip, and they're coming off a 500 homestand. I haven't been thoroughly blown away by them, but they're playing okay ball. But this is a big game for them, that first one on the road.
Previous history with Sabathia, 5 for 9. Here's Sabathia on 2-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep this winning streak rolling, Harold?
Well, Matt, this team does not strike out a whole lot. They put the ball in play, and they rely on putting pressure on the other team. And if you make a mistake, they're going to capitalize. But their game is pressure, put the ball in play.
Ready now, Tyler Naquin. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. Now the first pitch from CC. This is line to left. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Aaron Hicks is going to have to enter the ball game here as he'll take over in left following the injury.
Number 31.
Stepping in, Edwin Encarnacion. He brings an average in the 260s into this one.
Batting third, designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
First pitch on its way. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
That was an interesting pitch, Matt. Look, we're in a double play situation, and everybody knows he's got that hard sinker. Get that ground ball, maybe get a double play. But he didn't throw it. He just threw a fastball. I don't know what he's doing right now, but he got it in there for a strike.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And another snap throw to the bag. And a dive, but he's back. And again, he'll snap one over to first. And he'll get back in safely. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Look over from Sabathia. Here's the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Ready with the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he'll snap one over to first. Runner's back. Working for the punch out and the offering. Taken for strike 3. The throw down to second here is by him and into center field.
I like the aggressiveness with 2 strikes to put the runner in motion. Sometimes that can backfire and it can turn into one of those strike him out, throw him out double plays, but he was able to get there safely at second.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Previous history with Sabathia, 2 for 11. He also has 1 home run. Has a look, now the pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Now the 1-0 from CC. Swing and a liner. Foul. Swing and a liner, but foul. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
It's a big at bat right here, Matt. You have to get to him early in the game. I know there's 2 outs. You got to run the scoring position, but the good pitchers get stronger the deeper they go in the game.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. An inning in the books. No score on the show. At the plate, Greg Bird. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. And this one will be out of play off to the left.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Didi Gregorius will be next. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Batting sixth, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. In there, and it's even at 1.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. A little bouncer.
Oh, he's looking pretty good right now. Look, that was a nice swing following the changeup. He just couldn't put it in play.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Grounded, foul. Again, a 1-2. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, and he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
All right, here's how the Indians line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking at Austin Jackson. I can't believe how long this guy's been playing center field. You know, he almost wasn't a baseball player. He was going to go to Georgia Tech and play basketball, or maybe go and be a lottery pick in the NBA. He had a 40-inch vertical in high school. I couldn't believe it. Then he signed with the Yankees, and he was that short. And they said, you know what? That's a guy named Jeter. So now, here he is. He's still in the outfield.
So digging in now, Matt Holliday. He's not among the league leaders in home runs, but his total does top this ball club. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. No score here as we play inning number 2. And Holliday swings and misses and falls behind quickly, 0-2.
Matt, I really thought they were going to pitch around him here, but now you got an 0-2 count. He swung at a couple balls that weren't good pitches. Maybe you decide now, well, let's be aggressive and go after him.
Hit out towards second. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base.
Aaron Hicks.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. First offering on its way, and no swing apparently. Ball 1.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Here comes the 1-0. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And he misses 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Chase Headley is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Oh, he got a good pitch to hit right there. Now, I know it was a slider. Not a lot of people like to hit sliders, but it was in a good hitting location. He just looked like he was fooled a little bit and got caught looking.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Well, you wouldn't have expected this kind of at bat out of him, but he's fought himself right back with an opportunity now to really drive in 2 runs. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Liner towards second, but this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Yanks strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
At the plate, Chris Colabello. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
First baseman, Chris Colabello.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit down the line at first. Bird fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
All right, here's how the Yanks line up defensively. Brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking down there at Jacoby Ellsbury. When he first broke into the big leagues, he could go get everything. Now, the arm has deteriorated a little bit over the years, but he can still go catch a ball every now and then.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting seventh, catcher, Yan Gomes.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. The pitch. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Here it comes. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Well, that's a big base hit for him. He's been on some kind of cold streak. Even talking about maybe having to sit him down. His average has dropped below 200. That's a big knock and a confidence builder.
Now at the plate, Brandon Guyer. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Sabathia pauses. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Sabathia ready with the 0-1. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. One left for the Tribe. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
Here comes the first pitch. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss for strike one. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And this will be fouled away.
Well, that was a good pitch right there, and a good job of spoiling it, too.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys.
14.
When it's tight like
Second
this one
baseman.
was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
In now, Starlin Castro. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. A base hit in his first trip. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Those first two pitches were pretty good pitches. I like where he was going, but now he's falling behind 2-0. He may have to lay one in there and challenge him a little bit.
Lets it fly 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike.
It looks like he just swung right over that sinker right there. What is so hard about a sinker, you have to almost go underneath it and scoop it. If you got one of those swings that goes over the top, you're never going to hit him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And this misses for ball four. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Third inning, no score to this point. Fouled back.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Now another 1-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Standing in now, Aaron Judge, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Comes set, and the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Geyer is after it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Yanks leave 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. He'll stand in now against CC Sabathia to get the inning started.
Jackson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Judge has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup and the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Bases are empty, one man out. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 30, Tyler Naquin.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Into the windup and the pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Look, Matt, he's done a nice job getting those first 2 outs. I mean, look, this is a good hitting team. And now you got the 2-hitter coming to the middle of the order. But you can limit the damage by getting those first 2 outs. I think he's limited the damage so far this inning.
Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first 2 outs were recorded quick because he came right after the hitter. I don't think that changes right now either. He's going to continue to be aggressive to this hitter as well.
Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Nice job there by CC Sabathia. Still nothing. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Greg Bird.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Lindor backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see both guys into the 90s. One guy well into the 90s. 97 versus 91 on the top velocities so far. Striding in once again, Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Here it comes. Too tight with that one. 3-0. On deck, the power hitting Matt Holliday. He'll hit next. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
Matt Holliday standing in now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's set. Here it comes. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. And Holiday will not offer it that one. It's a ball and a strike.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Has a look. Now the pitch. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Full count. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Full count. Here it comes. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Into the box now. Aaron Hicks. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. He's right there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Edwin Encarnacion now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
4th inning. Designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1.
Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. One and 0 pitch on the way. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
That ball's way out of the zone. He's got to set the side slower. You're looking fastball. I like that, but make him get the ball down. They'll never catch up to it up there.
Here's Sabathia on 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Ellsbury comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
Now batting, first baseman, Chris Colabello.
Ready for another chance? Chris Colabello. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now the first pitch from CC.
That's a
A
ball.
bit high there. A ball and no strikes. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. And that's in there for his strike. 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. And a neck high fastball that time. CC ready with the 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. And Sabathia misses here. It runs full now, 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Here's Chase Headley. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman, Chase Headley.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Digging in to try it again, Jacoby Ellsbury. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the throw to first will get Ellsbury as he's gone trying to bunt his way aboard.
Now
14. That's a gold glove caliber play there.
Barehanded grabs might be one of the best looking plays in baseball. It not only takes tremendous body control and focus, but the fielder also needs to have a quick and accurate release to make an out. A highlight reel play there for sure.
Here's Starlin Castro. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the pitch. Hard hit ball to short. Lindor has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. Back alongside Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana settles in to lead off the inning.
Santana.
First pitch on its way. That's popped up out towards short right field. Bird will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Hey, every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Stepping into the box, Yan Gomes, a base hit in his first trip. Here's the pitch. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Sabathia ready with the 0-1. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, he falls behind 3-1 right now, but man, he is really throwing the ball well. He's been attacking them all game.
Sabathia now with the 3-1.
Full count.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now the 3-2 from Sabathia. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Into the box, Brandon Guyer. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. '50th pitch of the game on its way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Sabathia sets his sights. Here's the 1-1. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. 6th inning coming up. Still zip zip. Ready for another shot now. Gary Sanchez. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Hey, you can't let that bother him right there. This might be a good time for the catcher to have a little conversation. Just tell him, next pitch. Don't worry about that one.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Striding in once again, Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
1 out, nobody on. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Greg Bird. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Shoots this one over to first. A dive and he knocks it down. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Still no score. Ready for another chance? Austin Jackson. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Austin Jackson.
Here it comes. Right back to work is Sabathia as he gets ahead of the first batter here. 0-1.
If you're able to locate your fastball like that, you're going to have a good game. I'm not surprised to look up and say he's having a good game right now because he's been spotting that fastball pretty good most of the game.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, that'll get your head shaken at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
To 2-2 now.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Now the 2-2 home from Sabathia. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ball 2 now.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Judge. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 30, Tyler Naquin.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
And a high strike there. 0-1.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Boy, Matt, he's making this good team look silly. He's about 1 pitch away. I mean, 1 good strike from getting all the way through the 6th inning, shutting these guys down. Really nice job.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Here's a swing and a high pop up. Bird coasts under it, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Back here in Cleveland, neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Here's Didi Gregorius. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Now here it comes. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Outside and low, 3-0.
Well, they haven't had a lot of offense in this game. Right now, they get 3 balls here. Maybe this will be the leadoff walk that gets things going for it.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Holiday.
Digging in to try it again, Matt Holliday. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. From the stretch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Seems like he's just lost the strike zone these last several pitches. He's got a walk, and that pitch right there, that wasn't even close.
Here comes the 1-0. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. He's running towards second. Bat explodes as this is popped up. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
The left fielder, number 31, Aaron Hicks.
Stepping in, Aaron Hicks. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard back up the middle. The underhanded flip on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Ready once again, Edwin Encarnacion. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Sabathia really putting all of his body behind that fastball. It's strike 1.
Well, he's thrown over 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters in the game right now. That's why he's pitching late in the game. He's getting ahead of guys, and then you can manipulate as you move forward.
Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. On to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th.
Hey, not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in once again, Jason Kipnis. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball two. Here's Sabathia on 2-0. 3-0 now. Chris Colabello will be next. Sabathia still has not allowed an earned run through 6 1/3. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Sabathia now with the 3-1. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Into the box now, Chris Colabello. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here it comes on 1-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out to right. Judge has a read on it. 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The batter, third baseman, Carlos Santana.
Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Now the first pitch from CC. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Look over from Sabathia. Here's the pitch, and this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Chase Headley will be the one to start us off when we return. And we still have no score. Standing in, Chase Headley. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Chase Headley.
Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And that's going to get through into left. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. Brian Shaw is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 27, Brian Shaw.
And time will be called here as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. Now a bunt attempt here. Santana fields it cleanly, and they won't get Ellsbury as he's able to beat it out.
Well, things are happening now. All he wanted to do was move that runner from second to third, and he gets a base hit. So now they're sitting first and third, putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
Coming to the plate now, Starlin Castro. His numbers against Brian Shaw, 1 for 3. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Ready with the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Boy, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get him to chase right there, make him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away, but he laid off it. I don't know how, but he did.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. One-two pitch is a slider that misses, 2-2. Ready now, 2-strike pitch on its way. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Another try at 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
Game hanging in the balance. The 3-2. And he takes a called third strike, and no help there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 1 away now.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Stepping up to the plate, Gary Sanchez. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. Runners breaking for the plate. Pitch swung on and missed. The tag, and he is out trying to steal home. Boy. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we still have no score. Ronald Torreyes is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 74.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Leading off with a Tribe, catcher, Yan Gomes.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This one's down to third. Torreyes has it, and he's retired here, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 6.
Our line score there says it all to this point, or if you prefer, it doesn't say anything. Nothing our score, as you start to wonder if anyone's going to play to run in this one. Ready now, Brandon Guyer. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
That's a strong hitter right there. Slider in on his hands, and he still is able to muscle it out far enough for a base hit.
Austin Jackson.
Out of the Yankee dugout now is Joe Girardi as he'll head toward the mound. And he's going to make a move. That'll be all tonight for CC Sabathia. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Luis Sessa enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Luis Sessa.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. The tag by Castro, and he's out at second base.
Hey, not every catcher can make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath you, so hats off to him on that one.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
He's really put himself now in a position where he's got to battle. Took the first 2 strikes, didn't swing, and now you just grind out the AB.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing for the Indians there. We are still scoreless. A nice look there at downtown Cleveland's skyline from the Cuyahoga River just outside Progressive Field, where we're set for the 9th inning. Kyle Crockett will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Here's big Aaron Judge. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Aaron Judge.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. This is skied out toward right. Guyer is in pursuit. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away.
The first baseman, number 33, Greg Bird.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Here comes the first pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
First offering on its way. Didi Gregorius is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Still no score. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Lindor.
First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. So the leadoff hitter reaches with good speed. The 2-hole hitter can handle the bat. We'll see if they have a play on here with nobody out. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Well, you can tell he's got ice water in his veins. No pressure. Gets up there in the 9th with this streak going and delivers.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. The winning run is at first base. The 1-0 inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. And that one's wide to the mark. Ball 3.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
The 3-0. And that misses. Ball 4. So now the potential winning run moves into scoring position where a single could end this thing.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Edwin Encarnacion now. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
The 1-0. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Ellsbury on the move. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The second baseman, number 22, Jason Kipnis.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Now that's actually a pretty good pitch right there. I know he swung through the fastball and he's got some power, but the location is what I like. It was up away just enough and tempting enough for him to swing at.
The 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. The runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. And a fastball just a bit high.
You talk about pitching in a hostile environment. They're letting him know it. Bases loaded, bottom of the 9th. And if he walks in this run, game over.
Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
The 3-1 pitch. Ball 4, and that will move the winning run over to third base now, just 90 feet away.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Now batting, Chris Colabello. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
The 1-0. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Oh, that was a pitch he wanted right there. That's a situation you can't go to 2 balls. Because if you go to 3, you know you're going to throw him a ball right down the middle. This pitch right here, everything hinges on this pitch. Bases loaded, and you know he's got to come to you. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? And the Indians walk off as winners.
Always great when a game really comes down to the 9th inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he pitched really well. He wasn't necessarily dominant, but turned in a good, solid effort and definitely was a factor in the win here.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Cleveland Indians earn the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Kyle Crockett gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com.
For the victorious Cleveland Indians, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For the Yankees, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Progressive Field, 43,345. The Indians thank you for your continued support and remind you, please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.